At this part of the trip, since I went through about 200 kilometers of straight, wide and level, it's good to talk about something very important on your vehicle. So speaking about straight and level, it's good to talk about wheel alignment and tire choice. Let's start from wheel alignment, especially if this is your first time maybe doing this trip, if you live in Malta. And I'm saying this because even if, for example, you live in Sicily or another bigger country, you are going to understand immediately what I'm going to say. However, if it's your first time out of Malta with the car, any car, it's good to follow this video. So basically, over here and in this particular straight road, well, anywhere, but since this was very straight, it was good to talk about it. If you have this slight bad wheel alignment, or something in the suspension which is not keeping your alignment correct, or incorrect tire wear, you are going to notice immediately when you are abroad. In Malta you don't notice a lot because the distances are very short. There is a lot of use of steering, although you might notice also. However, abroad it's much more obvious. If you have this slight difference in, slight error in the alignment of the car, it's quite dangerous and and also tiring, because since you are doing high speeds, you have to keep one hand stronger than the other, sort of, to keep the car straight. And the dangerous part is if you get a bit tired. Obviously, if you get tired, stop by a petrol station or truck stop or whatever, as long as it's safe. You will notice that what might happen is you will get tired, maybe a bit sleepy, and then the car swerves immediately. If you get tired and the car is straight in its alignment, there is much less chance that you swerve. However, don't rely on that. That's just another safety step, kind of. So it's very important. I do an alignment every time before I leave Malta with the car, because in Malta, as I said, you might not even notice. In fact, it will become more difficult if you don't have the right alignment when it comes to bends whilst you are abroad, because the motorways, they are like inviting you. It's like if you let go the steering, which obviously I do not suggest, the car turns by itself on motorways, so it's much less effort on your hands. Speaking about that, I know it might cost a bit of money, but believe me, you will not regret it. You will regret it if you don't do it. Then I come to tire choice. Sometimes in Malta we tend to, for example, have a bad tire and just change one, which is not a good practice anywhere in the world, but in Malta we seem to do it because there is less danger to a certain extent, because there is no high speeds. But if you have different tires, which are different brands or different age, you might also feel it in the car, especially when it comes to road noise if they are old. And also, although the car might be well aligned, while you are driving the car you might still feel that it's not aligned, although on a system, on a machine, it will be perfect. So the tires are very important. If you're going abroad, invest in a good set of tires. And as much as possible. Branded, not branded, sorry. Yes, it's good that they will be branded because they make a difference. By branded I mean premium brands, because they make a difference on the road when it comes to road noise especially, and many other factors. But also it's important that they are not old. To know this, you can check the manufacturing week. Usually you have a number, let's say the number is 2022, or let's put it in a different way, 1822, 1822. The 1818 means the week number of the year, and 22 is the manufacturer year. Make sure that it's recent on all four and the same before you buy a set of tires. Don't hesitate to ask this question. Okay, that's some advice about tire choice and wheel alignment if you are traveling with your vehicle. I'll see you in the next video. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you for following my trip from Malta to Germany with the car.